Hi and welcome. Today I'm going to address a question that one of my Natural Workshops members asked me, called Val. And Val, if you're here listening, this is a question I know that you asked me. Thank you so much. And Val, you asked me whether you should still do your parasitic cleanse because you had a work event that was coming up and there would be food involved. And I know you've just come off the 40-day raw detox program. So congratulations, you did really well. And I know that you're concerned about the event and whether it would interrupt your parasitic cleanse because you've come so far. And my answer to Val was that she should just enjoy the event for the day and not worry about it. It's a one-day event. Go along, enjoy, because life happens. And even during the 40-day raw detox program, it's a long time. And we may have a wedding or a birthday or some other celebration going on. And just because of 1 or 2, maybe even 3 days in that 40-day, you've still got 37 other days to continue feeding your body with all of that good information for you to get the results that you that you needed in order to get rid of any particular ailments or to lose weight, perhaps, for all kinds of different reasons people detox. And sometimes we're a bit harsh on ourselves. Just like dieting, you have one down day and you think you've just blown it. But really, it's all about getting back on the horse. And with a parasitic cleanse, and this is a diatomaceous parasitic cleanse. And if people don't know what diatomaceous earth is, here is the powder which is being ground. It's actually a single fossilized, it's a fossilized single organism. And it's mined from dried up lake beds, and the earth dries up parasites. So my answer to Val was that she should continue with the event. It's one day, and then just continue with the 10 days of taking a teaspoon to 1 glass of water of the diatomaceous earth. And then you would rest for 7 days before doing another 10 days. So there's 20 days in taking the diatomaceous earth that will go to work, and the one day really wouldn't have made a difference. And sometimes we've got to stop beating up ourselves and worrying too much about one day in our lives and enjoy that day, because sometimes the stress on the body, just thinking about depriving ourselves, if we feel we can't enjoy the day, is going to do us more harm than just not enjoying it at all, and then you feel miserable. And even if you had enjoyed it, it really wouldn't have made a huge dent in your plans for your well-being. And also, it's a very valid question, because Val is actually plant-based, and there are foods that we can eat that are not conducive to our health. There are plant-based eaters that eat refined foods. They eat, takeout foods, high fatty foods, salty foods, sugary foods, processed foods, refined carbs. So there's no ideal diet. We just need to know what type of foods feed our body the information that we need to stay well. So it's a very valid question. I thank you very much for your question, Val. Now, my answer would have been quite different if this event was going on for, say, a week long. And my answer to that would have been to avoid starchy foods like rice and pastas and potato. Anything that could produce glucose in the blood, which parasites feed off. And then, of course, sugary foods that you find in refined carbs. That would be the one to watch, because that just encourages the parasites to multiply. So really, that's my answer to, what to do when you have an event coming up and you're doing any type of cleanse. So as long as it's not going on and on for days, And then of course, you know, you break the cycle of the good eating, you feel worse, and you do feel worse physically, as well as mentally, because you feel you've done this for days now or a week or two. How am I going to get back on track? I've undone all the good work. It depends on how long the detox is anyway, but always get back on track. Always be good to yourself. Always get back on track and just keep going, and you'll find that you will get there. And sometimes we start detoxes and we fail. It doesn't mean that we should never try to do them again and that we can't do them. Just continue to take it each day at a time. So thank you so much for watching. I will be back each day at 6 o'clock to give you more health tips and information to help you along your healthy living journey. But I do believe there's somebody online who's made a comment. And Anthony, if you don't mind telling me who's there and what's been said.
Yumi Bless would like to say good evening, Carol.
Good evening, Yumi. Thank you so much for coming on the live today, and I'll be here every day. And if you have any questions, please do ask. I'll be happy to answer them. But I will be back each day at 6 p.m. to bring you more information and tips to help you along your healthy living journey. But do stay to the end, because there's a video coming up from my previous video, which tells you how to identify whether you have a parasitic infection. Some have more than others, and also how to do a Diatomaceous Earth parasite cleanse. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.